Coming for another video. This is the Green Talent. Got a package that I've had for quite some time, but what I was going to do, I was going to wait until the other package came, but apparently it could be a minute before it does. But like I said before, I've had this one for about, see, this is the beginning of this month, so I would say I've had it about a good 2, maybe 3 weeks at the least. But like I said, I'm going to hold it for a little minute to be sure that my other package comes, but it never showed. It won't be here until another week or so. So without any further ado, I'm going to go and open this thin package up. So you can see it's thin, so you might have some idea what's already in it, but if you don't, who the hell cares? But anyway, let me go and open up this package right quick so you can get some idea what's in it, and I won't have to hold you guys up on what you guys are doing behind my videos or in front of my videos. I don't know, but as you can see, I'm in my room. That's my Philadelphia Eagles new flag that I've had about a month now, and on my door there is the new flag that I won back here also a month ago. It says #1, let's go Philadelphia. I got it pinned against the wall, against the door, because I had another flag on there that replaced that flag. But as you can see, it's actually a car flag. So I don't have a car, so I make the best way I can make it useful, the best way I can possible. So anyway, go open this up right quick and get, so you guys get some idea of what's in it. I already got pretty much a good idea of what it is, but so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up so you guys can see what actually is behind it. Like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, I've had it in package for a minute, and I was waiting for one to come, but it never came. So I'm gonna go and open this up the best way I can possible so you guys can get some idea of what's in it. Hold on. Gotta use my knife. I really didn't want to use it because, as you can see, I got it pretty much how it's always open, but it's tearing up in a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little carving so it can just, you know, open up with a little bit more ease. There we go. All right. Yeah. Sorry for the fake smile. But as all my packages that I get that comes in, they always come in a brown, out of this envelope comes a brown envelope, so you got some idea what's in it, like I do, but I still don't know what's inside the brown box itself. But all right, you go, and right here on the side. Right, here we go. All right, as you can see, as usual, from the brown box. Oh, hold on. As usual, from the package to the brown box, from the brown box to a wrapped up package in some thin aluminum foil wrapping. Well, not aluminum foil, but cushion wrapping. Okay, it's a few comic books that I ordered. A few comic books. As you can see, Comic Elite, that's what this is. Like I said before, they always put their packages, they wrap them in blue massive tape there. That's what that is. So, appears to be a good 5 or 6 comics wrapped up here, pretty much thin. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get the invoice off first, because the invoice is what is so difficult really to get off, because for the simple fact is, they always tape the invoice to the package, so you get to see what you got before you actually open it up all the way. This is what they always do. And this is about my 4th or 5th comic book video that I have done in the past 3 or 4 months so far. And so far, I've enjoyed all my comics that I have gotten. I gotten some variant comics, and I gotten some older ones in slabs. And the slabs is the ones that I'm really after. So this may be the last video that I'm probably want to make that That includes variant comics because I'm really after older comics, older ones that back in my time from way back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and maybe a few 2000s, but it depends on what type of comic they are and what name they are and how rare they are. So, variant copies are rare because they either signed by the artist who drew the artwork or by the writer, and so that can only go so far as the comic book concern and the value of it. So, but we all know that when any common senser would know that older comics be the ones that work the most. And some comic books have gone as high as $20,000. Some have gone as high as $1 million. But it depends on how rare it is and how valuable it is and or how much it means to that person. Called comic book collecting is a serious art form. And to the ones who don't collect comics, you wouldn't know. But if you do collect comics like me, since I've been collecting it since I was like 7 or 8 years old, going back to the early to mid 70s, because I was born in 1971. So I say about 76, 77 when I started collecting comics, but I was too young to buy them. So my mom used to buy them quite a bit. I think I told that story once before. But anyway. Oh yeah, I remember these now. Wow, these are some good comics. Very good. First of all, let me show you this one here. I got 3 ones in present. I'm gonna show them later. But these are the ones that I bought, and these are some rare variant covers. This is the Coven number 4, as you can see, number 4. Now the Coven is actually a vampire type comic, because I have a few Coven comics myself, but not like this. And from a company called Zenoscope. Zenoscope is the company that make the comic. But before then, the Coven used to be under Image way back in the day. So I got a bunch of Image comics that had the Coven on it. But this is a very rare cover, so you can see how fine this woman is. The artwork itself is very splendid. The woman is real fine. As you can see, I really don't want to sound too freaky to you guys or want to sound weird to you, but if you have a fantasy that of how a woman should be realistically, or imagine, in the sense, if you know what I'm saying, a lot of people have fantasies about Japanese, Korean, Philippines type women, because the ones that real thin and petite, the ones that got the nice shape, the nice chests or no chests, and such, or how they used to say. See, back in America we call it a gap, but you can say a thigh gap between your legs, such and such. Those are perfect. Or a nice ass, or all 3 combinations, or 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 combinations. Nice face, chest, no chest, nice little thigh gap between her legs, or a nice butt, or a small butt, or big thigh, depending on how you like your women. You got a pretty good fantasy. So, but that's my fantasy pretty much. I like women who look like this, and that motherfucker right here, she definitely fine. And you can see the stockings right there. She got a nice little short dress right there, but it's actually a long dress. You can look, the dress is actually long, but I think the wind, as you can see the wind behind her there, the wind is actually blowing behind her, so the wind blowing the dress up from the front, and it gives you a good shot right there of the little thigh gap there. But the thigh gap has, she wears a pair of panties, as you can see. So, but it's a pretty good comic, and I like it. It's a rare one, and the artwork is drawn by Calig, Galindo, and Bartolo. Those are your artists, your writers, and your illustrators. If you always get 3 people on your comic book, there it's normally the artist, the writer, and the illustrator. Or it could be one guy that might do all 3, or 2 guys that might do one of the 2, or 2 of the 3. It depends on how you really look at your artwork and how you view it. Like I said, this is actually a nice comic book, and it's a variant cover, and I like it. And secondly, this one here is the Grimm. This is actually the Grimm Fairy Tales. What this one is, also by Zenoscope. Zenoscope. Also draw this one. The artist is Franchini, Gregory Allen, and I get this Mers or Mirez. That's probably your artist, or two artists for that matter, or two writers, or a writer, or two illustrators, or one illustrator and one guy that could be extra for the color. So it could be the artist, the writer, the illustrator, and the color, and the colorist, the one who does the artwork, who does the painting of the artwork color-wise. And then the 2019 holiday issue is also a variant cover, and it's called Grimm Fairy Tales. It is actually a nice comic, but the artwork to me very familiar by another artist, but the guy who drew the artwork, I don't think his name is mentioned nowhere. Oh, hold on for a minute, see. No, I don't see it, man. I see some names down here, but it ain't the guy who I thought it would be. But this is actually a pretty good variant cover. As you can see, it's a nice girl, Korean probably, and you got a nice little butt there. So this is actually a pretty good comic as well. Like I said, it's a Grimm Fairy Tales, and it's also a variant cover, and it's a holiday special. So I think this is a swimsuit issue of some sort, but it's beautiful. And this is actually one of the other comics that I like as well. This is actually a good one. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one and two. And then last but not least, this here is another Grimm Fairy Tales. That's another Grimm Fairy Tale there. Hold on for a minute. Take that off. Yeah, this is another Grimm Fairy Tales. You can see this one here is different. This is kind of based off the Hansel and Gretel type comic. The girl is also fine. This well. She seems to be American, and by the same company, Zenoscope. Zenoscope draws this one, and this here is drawn by a few other different artists. This one here is drawn by the same guy, Franchino, Garcia, Aurelio. Okay, Franchino is the artist apparently, and three different names from the previous one. Okay, this is Garcia, Aurelio, and Esposito. Esposito, that's the name. So three different new people on this one, and two different people on this one. So that's it for those three. Like I said, this is actually a beautiful cover. This is also a variant cover. 2020 holiday pinup issue. What this is. So these are actually some pretty good covers here. I love all three of them. You know what I'm saying? I bought them because they cost a pretty good amount of money, and I can't complain. Okay. Now the last and final three that I also purchased, and these here are some. Ooh wee! I forgot about these. Wow. Whoo. The last three comics that I just showed you guys, three variant covers. Well, these three here are three magnificent covers, and they are off the chain. When I mean off the chain, I mean they are blended artwork. And these guys here drew three different women, and I'm glad I got these. Now these cost a little bit more money, and they also by Zenoscope. This here is the. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh wee. Trying to get that glare off that. Ooh wee. Look at that. Whew. This is actually British. As you can see, the shirt that she's wearing right there, the bra, is actually a British artist. A British comic here, and as you can see, the artwork behind her, as you can see, this is a super variant cover. Come to think about it. And it's also drawn by Zenoscope. Like I said before, Zenoscope is the sponsor of this one. And this is actually a variant cover. And one thing about it, compared to These three, as you can see, they are in plastic and cardboarding. This one here, these three comments are in a very thick cover that actually hold these in place, because they're more valuable than the three I just, excuse my stuttering, than the three that I just showed you. These three are more valuable than those three. These cost me, they cost over $30. I said it. These are $30 comments right here, the one I'm about to show you. And like I said, as you can see, I'm telling you about earlier, see how the thigh gap is right there? And look at the artwork. I mean, the woman has a beautiful body, beautiful face too. Love the long hair there. And like I said, she's British. She got her chest bulging out right there. And the artwork is all the way around. It's splendid. And look at the building. That's actually some kind of British monument right there that's behind her. But this is actually a beautiful comic. And the artist on this one is yeah, this is actually number one here, but it says Coldplay exclusive, MCMcomic.com Coldplay exclusive. So get a look at this. He's like Coldplay exclusive there, so that lets you know that this is actually a very more dedicated, expensive comic. Wow, I mean, I am completely blown away by this. This is actually, she is fine. This is actually a fine woman, fine artwork, fine. Whew. All right, second one is the comic book that's created from a horror classic. If you guys remember, Frankenstein had a bride. This is actually the Bride of Frankenstein. Look at that. Oh my God. Whew. Look at the artwork on that one. As you can see, she got on a long white dress or a long white, some type of long white garment. And if you see very closely there, she's showing a perfect view of a butt right there, nice little butt. And that's the dot, and that's your thigh gap right there. Like I said before, thigh gaps are very important to me, because a woman that's thick with a thigh gap is off the marbles. I don't want to sound like a sick man, but I'm not sick. This is just my artistic mind and the way that I think when it comes to artwork or an actual woman, in fact. So, and all the, as you can see, see the artwork behind her as well. As you can see all the rocks right there on both sides with some thunder, some lightning right there, some electricity. I think they put that electricity there. And this is actually a magnificent comic as well. And it's also a MCMcomic.com Coldplay exclusive. And this here is also a #1 issue. And like I said before, this one here says collectible comic. And then say here the same thing, collectible Coldplay. This actually say Coldplay exclusive, limited to 300 copies. This limited to 300 copies. That means that it's only 300 of these made. And if it's that less limited that limited made, imagine how much this is going to cost in the next 10, 15 years. Money, yeah. And this one's the same way. This says it's limited to the 200. It said limited to 290. I think they say 290. Let me see. Let me get a better view of it. Let me see. Yeah, limited to 290. So, this one here, the other one that showed you was 300. This is 290. So this one's this is gonna be very expensive as well in next coming years. Next 10, 15 years, like I said with the other comic. And last but not least, this one probably the one that I really like the most here. This one here is actually based on NASCAR. Now this one that I really had to have. The other two was okay, but this one here I really had to have. As you can see, I'm not a NASCAR fan, but the reason why I bought this, as you can see, as usual, fine woman, nice blonde hair, she American, and she says Heroes Collection there, and there's the nice little round butt with the thigh gap, nice hips, and she got the race car winners flags right there, hair blown in the wind because cars are going real by, you know what I'm saying? So, and this also this one here is the Robin Hood Outlaw issue number 5. This is number 5. So this one here is a number 1. This one here is a number 1. And this one's a number 5. But it's, as you can see, it says Heroes Collection. Like it says on her shirt, Heroes Collection. And this one here is limited to 300 copies. So this one also is going to worth some money in the near future. So basically I have 3 great comics here that are going to be worth it in the next 10-15 years going forward. And I really can't complain because the art, because see, these are super rare variant covers. These won't be produced ever again. So right now, I would say in the next 10-15 years, if I'm still alive then, these comics are worth probably between $500 to $1,000, depending on how rare they are and how you keep them pertained. What I mean, keep them pertained would mean keep them in good condition. Do not remove them out these little plastic containers that they're in. Because like I said, they are in a plastic and cardboard backing, but to keep it from bending any kind of directions, these need little ultra thin, clear plastic things here. And these here are beautiful. These are really, really, really beautiful. I forgot I ordered these. I ordered these back in early part of January. I forgot they came, but they like I said, I had them for a long period of time. And yes, I was gonna wait until the other comics get so I could display all in one. But I couldn't wait any longer because, like I said, these comics here, like I said, these 3 here, these 3 that I got you, these 3 here, and these 3, you really can't beat it. But between these two stacks, which one you think that they're worth the most? Are you gonna go on my word? You know what I'm saying? Do you think these gonna be worth the most? These 3 women that just showed you, the 3 limited to less than 300 copies per artwork drawn, or are you gonna listen to these and say these here are limited? Because these are really not limited here. You probably still can find these in comic book stores across the country, across the world, but these you're never gonna find in the next 10-15 years because of the artwork and the artists who drew them. And like I said, all 3 artwork are drawn by 3 different artists, I believe. Yeah, this drawn by some other guy, and then the guy's name is right here. That's his name there, as you can see in small right. You better can see it. And then this right here, the artist right here, right there between her thigh and the knee. That's the guy's name right there. But really can't read it because it's in cursive. And then you got this one here. This guy's artwork is, God's name on this one here is not visible, but oh yes it is. You barely can see it. It's in black. I mean, it's in some type of black writing, but it's real. You barely can see it. You barely can see it with my finger and where the guy's name at right there. You barely can see it, but wow, I'm completely blown away. This one here's a number 1. This is a number 1. On the one that's different, this is number 5. So, Robin Hood. This is Robin Hood Outlaw. And put this Robin Hood Outlaw. And these here, like I said, these are some beautiful, beautiful design comics. Grim Tales. This Grim Tales of Terror. This one here is Mystery. Mystery, yeah. This is Mystery. Grim Tales of Terror. And this one here is Robin Hood Outlaw. Robin Hood. So it's spelled different, spelled with a Y. Instead of an H, it's R-O-B-Y-N. Now most women names and stars, it kind of spelled that way, but you know what I'm saying. So as you get some idea, I mean, I'm in love with these here in general. Cause like I said, I forgot I had these. These are some beautiful design comics ever created by the artists themselves, and they're rare. They're super rare. And these are probably the most best variant covers that I ever have collected. I got some more like these, but not like these here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here on a high note. This is your boy, the Green Talons. Come let you always with another video or an exciting video like I always do. I'm glad you like it. And if you do, like my channel. Click that bell at the very top of the screen. Subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think about it when you view. So, peace. One love.